Excuse me. Hello there. I'm Scotty. You're not. Welcome back to Halloween Horror Month. We're almost done. Because if you're watching this on the day that it comes out, it's the night before Halloween. The day before Halloween, the 30th of October. And we're going to talk about a movie that came out a couple years ago. Spirit Halloween, the movie. Now, we don't have a Spirit Halloween around here. I mean, we have a building they could use. There's an empty Shopko building right here, over yonder, that way, yonder, that they could use to do it, but no one's bought it out. It just sits there. It could work, but no. Maybe they don't. Maybe the city doesn't want to sell it for just a once-a-year type thing. I don't know, but there's other places they could do it, I guess, but I don't know. We don't have one. If you don't know, Spirit Halloween is a store that comes around once a year, around fall time. So, yeah, those Halloween stuff. I would love to have one because I would get so much stuff, decorate my freaking apartment. Yeah, it'd look like Halloween 24/7 around here, you know what I mean? But, unfortunately, no. And then so a couple years ago, they announced they were going to make a movie, and then the trailer came out, and this was like, what is this? Like, this is okay. So I was watching this. I watched it. I have a few issues. It's fine. It's fun. It's a kids movie. It's fine. This movie's PG-13. I found out. There is no curse words. You could swear in PG-13. You know that, right? They're saying things like dumb, darn, stupid. There's no swearing in this movie at all. Why is this PG-13? This should be PG. Why is it the scary stuff with the ghost? That's few and far between. There's really no. The ending is confusing and frustrating at the same time because it was really, I don't know. But back in the 1940s, I think it is, a strange man played by Christopher Lloyd, it was Alec something or other, wants to buy up all the land, but the woman who has the land says no. She puts a voodoo curse on him that kills him, and his spirit is stuck to the land. Many, many moons later in 2022, his spirit is now attached to a Spirit Halloween that has been built on the site. One thing I thought was strange is they don't promote the store. Like, when the kids find it, they don't know what it is. Like, oh, it's some Halloween store. And I'm like, wait, what? This isn't like a Goosebumps book. This isn't like the Haunted Mask where it's just a random Halloween mask store. This is Spirit Halloween. They don't know what it is. They don't promote it. They don't point out specific stuff. No, because this is an actual Spirit Halloween they filmed in. They didn't fill it. They filmed in, and you can actually get the stuff that's in the movie, but they don't point it out. They're not, strangely enough, they're not trying to sell this store to people, which is weird. Like, you think a movie about an actual store would sell it. They would sell the store, promote it, do something. They don't. Maybe they thought it was enough just to have the store in the movie and market it with the store like that, but just, I don't know, it's confusing. There's these three kids, Carson, Bo, and I don't know, Alex? I don't really care. The main character kid is the one I can't remember. I'll call him Alex just for the sake of it. He lost his dad to bone marrow cancer, was it? Bone cancer, something like that. And so his mom, played by Rachel Leigh Cook, has remarried, and it's the stereotypical, he doesn't like the stepdad, he doesn't want anything to do with it, he doesn't like the things are changing. Can somebody check if this kid is autistic? Because there's someone who is autistic. If I was doing this, they would, I would definitely be, checked on. They would definitely think about my autism. I don't know. He, he doesn't like that his new stepsister is his little stepsister. Yes, the stepchild is younger than the new one. This is different. But she's putting up princesses in the yard instead of scary, spooky stuff and all that. And his friend Carson thinks they're all too old to go trick-or-treating. And this ends with them going to stay the night in the spirit Halloween. Because they argue about, oh, we have too old to trick-or-treat, I'm not trick-or-treating. Although, what are we going to do? Well, let's go in the house. Let's go into Spirit Halloween. Let's go in the... They don't even call it Spirit Halloween. Let's go into the Halloween store. They call it that. This makes me feel like when the script was written, it wasn't a Spirit Halloween. This makes me feel like the script was written, everything was ready to go, they were getting ready to film, and someone said, hey, let's see if we can get the rights to Spirit Halloween. And they did that, but didn't change anything in the script. Because to me, that's what it feels like. Yeah. When they go to Bo's house, there's this old black lady. It's Florence from the Jeffersons. And I went, because at the beginning of the movie, you get the witch lady and she has a little girl. And I went, that's the little girl. Something they do not bring up until the very last scene of the movie. It makes no sense. I was pretty sure that she was going to help them at some point, but she never does. And then what they have her do at the end of the movie is baffling to me. Yeah, they get locked in. And there's also a stereotypical, our main character guy, who I'm calling Alex, has a crush on his friend's older sister, because there's that. Yeah. So they get in there and they end up getting stuck in the store. And so the older sister then tries to find out where they are. She calls Rachel Lake Cook and says, oh, no, they're all at Bo's. Oh, okay, so she goes, oh, I thought they were all at your house. Oh, maybe yeah, that's right. They're at Bo's or whatever, I don't know. She goes to Bo's house, and the grandma's there. It's dangerous to be out. You should go home. I don't know. And then she realizes they went to the Halloween store, which is Spirit Halloween. And it just baffles me. And it has to have been that it was just a random Halloween store in the script, and they changed it to Spirit Halloween to get more people to watch it. That's what it feels like to me. I'm saying script. I'm not saying they filmed it, because they filmed it on actual Spirit Halloween. So it was something they came up with in the scripting process. They were like, oh, let's make it a Spirit Halloween so we can get a location to film on. Film at. That's what it feels like. So we see the ghost of Christopher Lloyd ghost, Alec, whatever his name is, spooking them by jumping into actual spooky costume stuffs. And so they come across, we get the legend of him. He was trying to buy the land, we know that much. He was cursed, his spirit roams around, and apparently he can possess anything, and including humans, and if he possesses them, and he's still possessing them by midnight, that becomes his permanent body. So it's choreographed, and one of the kids is going to get possessed. The wrong one does, but one of them does get possessed. It's the wrong one, but one of them does. Wrong one, but yeah, well, we'll get there. Yeah, and they say, in order for him to possess you, you have to be knocked out. So that's telegraphed for later. Eventually, the sister breaks in, and she comes from the roof. Well, our main character, I'm calling Alex, is afraid of heights. Of course, that's telegraphed as well. So they can't do that. They try it, they can't. So they're stuck. They have to find a way out. And so it ends up they have to defeat this ghost. And they have to burn like their most prized possession or something. And they say that Alex's picture of his dad is the most prized thing that he has to let go. if this ain't the most telegraphed thing, like, oh, he's holding on to his dad, he's gotta let him go. One, that's bullshit. He needs to move on from his set ways and accept his new step family, but he should never let his father's memory go. Never. Like, they're pretty much saying, hey, you gotta let him go. Just let him go. Forget about him. It's basically what they're saying. Don't do that. That's not the message you want to send to kids. No. You don't. No. You don't want to do that. No. No. But it's at this point that Carson, who's the oldest of these kids, gets mad at our main character, who I'm calling Alex, and walks off. This is where you should have Carson be possessed, because it makes the most sense. You have him go off, he's secluded, he's on his own, he's not being watched. That's when you have the Christopher Lloyd ghost knock something over so that he falls and hits his head, becomes possessed. But no. What do? He pours the freaking marbles out with everyone there, and the sister's like, ooh, ooh, hey, ooh, ooh, and falls backwards, and she gets possessed. Wrong person. Shouldn't have been her. Should have been the friend, because there's already got conflict. So what you do is have him be possessed, and they don't know it. He shows up and just starts having a conflict. I thought he was already possessed when he was starting to yell at him. So there's already conflict, and he starts doing it. So that now our main character, who I'm calling Alex, not only now has to step up against this ghost, but his best friend to settle things right. No. The girl gets possessed, and then 5 minutes after walking off, Carson comes back. He's like, oh, I thought you need my help. I'm like, what was the point of him running off? And he was going to come back 5 minutes later with no reason to do so. Why? Why? He should have been the one that was possessed. It makes no sense to me. Eventually, our main character, who I'm calling Alex, lets go, and they're able to free the girl's soul. And he goes, okay, she's like, no, I love you, and you're my hero, but that's never gonna happen. Friend zone! Been there all too much. And much like the Bryan Adams song, cuts like a knife, but it feels so right. And then it doesn't feel right, but you know what I mean, it cuts like a knife. Friend zone. Friend zone way too many times by girls that I've liked. It's the sad truth of someone's existence that's going to happen more often than not. You like a girl, she friend zones you because the dude has muscles and you're fat. Or the other guy is actually fatter than you, but she likes him more. I don't know. Depends on how things work. It's a bitter pill to swallow. Anyway, so yeah, they're free now, and the mom also found them, and they're like, hey, can we walk home? She's like, no. Look, first of all, they shouldn't be in trouble. As a parent, I'm saying they shouldn't be in trouble. Yes, they lied about where they were going. And they didn't tell you where they were going. Yes, they lied and didn't tell you where they were going. They basically broke and entered into this Halloween store. But they were together. They weren't alone. It was the three of them. The sister found them very easily, by the way. And they defeated a freaking ghost. So, you know, they saved the town, I guess. I don't know. I wouldn't punish them. I don't think they do, but whatever. And they leave. And then we get the next day, the worker in charge shows up and the place is a mess. And is that, did we need that? No. Then 1 year later, it's cuts to 1 year later, and our main character, who I'm calling Alex, is now taking his new little stepsister trick-or-treating. It says he'll meet his friends at a party later. And everything is happy with the family. Everything is good. And then we get to what is probably a tacked-on sequel bait for a movie that'll never happen. And this doesn't make any sense, because she should be on the opposite side of this. The grandma, who they probably forgot was in this movie during the scripting process, like, oh, the old lady grandma, what do we do for a sequel tease? We gotta do a sequel tease. This is based off a major brand. We can make money with this. What's the sequel tease? How about the old lady? She's a witch, right? Like her mom was. Let's have her summon the ghost back. And if I was in that room, I'd go, no, that makes no fucking sense, because her mom is the one who killed the guy and made him the ghost to begin with, so she should be the one trying to stop it. Nah, let's have her bring the ghost back. Makes no sense, but let's do it. Yeah, this ending makes no sense to me. It's clear they wanted to bank off of this. Why can't you just make a movie to make a movie? Why do you have to franchise every fucking thing? That's 2 movies in a row now that I've watched that have been ruined by the ending trying to franchise it. Last Voyage of Demeter. You didn't need to tack on Clemens wanting to hunt down Dracula. We know he never does. Why is that there? And here, the old lady should not be summoning the ghost back. She should be trying to stop it. She should have helped the kids. She should have been the one performing the thing. Right? She should have been the one helping them. That's never brought into it. Right? And they don't even clue us in, don't even reveal that she's the kid till the end when she's humming the song. Which is ring around the rosy, a packet full of posy, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Right? Which, by the way, was used in an episode of Big Wolf on Campus for the Strangler, President Strangler. But also, when she was a little girl listening at the beginning, being a Doctor Who fan, I thought of tick tock, goes the clock till River kills the doctor. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll give it a middle of the road. It's a middle of the road. It's fine. It's a kid's movie. I expected more. I've watched a couple reviews and they say, oh, this feels like a throwback. If there was really a throwback, it's PG freaking 13. There's no swearing. They wanted to market this to kids. Why wasn't this PG? Everything about this movie screams PG. Why wasn't it PG? Why is it PG-13? It makes no sense to me. I went in thinking it was PG. It wasn't until I watched another review like, oh, it's PG-13. I'm like, what? That's impossible. But no, it is. No. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on Spirit Halloween, the movie? Let me comment, let me like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I've been Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.